Kathy, I understand you're getting ready to start a new program with group distance healing. Can you tell me more about that?
Oh, I'd love to tell you about that. This is the program, and when it's implemented, is called Freeing the Real Me. So I already have a small group distance healing program going, and what it is that those people who sign up to be a part of this, I work with them every Wednesday morning. It's around 8 a.m. Work with them every Wednesday morning, tapping into the group energy. And then using muscle testing with myself, I go to where it is that the group needs balancing. Then within that, I use primarily Body Talk and Psych K. And then I take the beliefs that we balanced, and we balance, I'd say between 5 and 9 beliefs every week. And then I develop a soul healing experience every morning that will go out into their inbox every morning. So if they wanted to, they could start off the day with a soul healing experience based upon that. And that will deepen and integrate the healing.
If I have one particular area that I'm most feeling I need a healing in, but I'm joining in a group healing, how is that going to work?
You know, that's a good question that really gets people kind of confused and befuddled. I'm going to tell you a little bit of how I came to this. First, I thought, well, I want to see if this really works. So I gathered together a group of friends, sent out an email, and gathered together a group of friends and family members, and said, would you experiment with me for a month? And I have 4 ways that I go it. I work with 1 month, I do just what's called a general session, or just whatever the group energy brings up. Then I do health and body, relationships, and abundance. So when I did the experiment, I got such tremendous results from people telling me things that happened to them specifically. Now think about in a group, when you're with a group of people and you're sharing things, it happens more often than not that we have things that happen to us that are in common. There's some basic wounds that we have. Fears of abandonment, fears of rejection, fear of poverty, fear of being hurt in a relationship. Those are common stories. I'm trying to think of people who write novels, they say there are it's less than 10 plots, but it's the details within that. So even though the wound may be similar in identifying it as abandonment or rejection, the particulars are different, but the beliefs are very similar and the balances that occur are very similar. So that's how you go with the particular that's in there. There's also something that happens in a group energy which makes the process synergistically more. Mm-hmm. Because that group energy gathers together, everybody has agreed to be in the group, even if they're not consciously aware that that's when it's happening at that particular time. And I will get reports back. These 2 friends that are in the group together, they work together. And one of them, they said, oh yeah, it must be my anger that she was talking about. And they would be laughing about how I would hit the exact thing at that time. One time I balanced, it's a body talk technique, of how the cells bring in and absorb water into the body. And I got an email back from one of the members that said I couldn't believe the change, because I was holding on to so much water and I was in the bathroom for a long time just releasing water. When you think about the idea that we are really sharing in a oneness, mm-hmm. In the metaphysical community, we talk about we are all one. In the Christian community, especially like the Catholic tradition that I grew up in, we talk about being part of the mystical body of Christ. That's still a oneness. So in that oneness, all of us have a similar energy that's there. And I tap into what's going on in the vibration of the energy at that time.
And I know that in meditation, there have been studies where groups came together to meditate, and the effect on the population of the city was much stronger from the group meditation. Is it the same way with healing? Is the energy of the healing magnified when you do it in a group?
I believe so, yes. Don't have any statistical proof of that, but I do believe so because of people's reports. There's something that happens in us and human beings who are community people, communal people, that when we make that connection, even when it's on what we call the energetic level, when we make that connection, it increases. 1 plus 1 is not 2.
Right.
So it increases to that aspect, and it seems to go to a deeper level. And there's something within the common decision to grow together, because everybody knows this is group energy. So yes, I would say that.
If I join in the distance healing group, is there homework? Do you give me assignments to do before the next time we meet as a group? Or
The only homework that you're given, and it's your option as to whether you do it or not, is if you do the daily soul healing that you'll receive in your inbox. So let's say that one of the beliefs that I balanced was, this is something similar to what I balanced this week, is I speak to people with confidence and with aliveness and with respect. So I may say something like in the soul healing is, ask for healing of the wound which most prevents you from speaking with confidence. Sometimes I use that particular belief more than once. The next day I might say, ask for healing of what prevents you most from speaking with respect. So I will take different aspects of that.
very good.
Need to cut. I'm getting